I hope you can all forgive me, but literally minutes before starting this video, I've suddenly just gotten all gross and snotty and bleh. Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel, and we're back with some more Black Sails. Last time on, the crew that was stranded out at sea, Flint and John Silver, they picked up the wind, they're on their way. John and Flint, they seem to maybe seeing a little bit more eye to eye, a bit more respect for one another after their little shark fishing escapade that they went on. I am slightly worried that Flint is going to use that information now that John has told him the truth about the Oak of Gold against him somehow. If there ever comes a point where John tries to go against a choice he makes, and he can easily just like throw him under the bus to the rest of the crew. So I'm a little bit worried about that. That could be a potential thing, but at the moment it seems like they're good. Hopefully, long may it continue. But obviously, meanwhile at Nassau, the English invasion is taking place. The new governor has a mission to return the Oak of Gold back to its original owners. And it looks like there's a bounty put on Vane's head, and people are going for it. So it looks like the island is going to splinter, infighting, all of that stuff. That damn island cannot go 12 seconds, seemingly, without there being some sort of division going on in it. So that's where we're at with that. So yeah, I'm just eager to see what happens next. I'm sure Blackbeard is going to start some nonsense on that island with Horn of Gold. Like, that seems like the ultimate outcome of that situation. And Flint and the crew are now on an island with a bunch of natives who are just stalking them out a little bit at the moment. But they all had guns, which is interesting. So I don't know. I think there's definitely more to what's being sort of initially shown there, what's going on. So both interesting places. But yeah, we'll see where this is going to go. But before we jump in, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you do enjoy the video. It helps me know you liked it, helps this video get seen by more people, all of that good stuff. And if you really enjoy the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos, including Black Sails, but also other content on the channel as well. But other than that, let's jump into this episode of Black Sails. Was he finally taking the leg off for a bit? Has he finally taken that leg off for a bit? He really needs to. Just chill out. You caught a shark, dude. Let yourself rest.
If you're Whitehall, and you have it in your head you want to finally retake Nassau from the pirates, isn't the opening move in that attack the introduction of a universal pardon?
Yep.
You've been putting this together all this time and never saying anything to me about it?
You and I haven't exactly been on the warmest of terms lately.
No, I suppose not.
But you're best friends now, right? Right? That's what's happened.
We're about to join a fight to resist a British incursion.
It's likely over already, if there was one at all.
Okay, well, Flint has already put together what has happened, it seems like. And he's not wrong, as far as we know right now.
The pardons will be tempting.
Don't hurt Billy. Don't hurt Billy. Keep Billy alive at all costs. Well, that isn't worrying at all, is it? Your lives may have gone from painful and death-defying to painful and more death-defying. Can't catch a break, these kids. Hopefully it pans out well for them. I'm cross fingers that situation is going to go well for them. Like, better than expected good. Like, maybe they're going to make some allies out of it.
£10,000 they're paying for Vane's head, Jack. Now I know you ain't got no need for the money, but for fuck's sake, don't be greedy.
I was going to say, Jack doesn't care. Jack doesn't care about this bounty at all. He's got money. Damn right. Make a point.
They believe that turning him over might convince the British commander to allow them to keep the fort and the gold.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's never going to happen.
Now, all that remains is that we escape this place and survive. And I suggest we manufacture a new exit.
Alright. It is pretty much their only option, so I hope it is spectacular. Whatever it is. I love in the space of 4 episodes, sort of our main cast went from being on top of the world, pretty much, and now they're in the most desperate situation possible. 4 episodes that took. Not even that, 3.
Who are they?
Maroons. Escaped slaves. They must have a camp upriver.
Alright, good luck with this. Like, where are you gonna go? You don't know where this island is. You can't use the boat. Yep. Oof. Well, how'd it come? Oh my god, look at this place. This is amazing. I so want them to be allies with these people, please. That's the only way I see this going eventually. I'm sure it's going to be a struggle, but that's the only way I see it going. Or I'm completely wrong and it's going to be another Charlestown all over again, but I really hope not.
What is your name?
Flint.
Which one is your quartermaster?
I am.
You speak for your men? Yes? How did you find this place?
Doesn't want to talk to Flint, huh?
Who else knew your position? Who else knows where to find you?
No one. We're alone.
Yeah, they think you're dead, so that's pretty good betting on that.
Would you wager the lives of all those in your care on the word of a pirate?
If the pirate was me, then yes. I get where she's coming from, though.
I'll interrogate us one by one. Make sure our stories jibe.
For those that survive the first purge, it'll be hard labor. My name is Ben Gunn. I'm the last of 13 crewmen on a slave trader captured whilst careening on the windward side of the island.
I mean, if you're a slave trader, you had this coming, dude.
Sooner or later, death awaits any man who lays eyes on this place.
We need to get out of here. Rapidly.
Billy ever speaking the truth. I mean, I don't blame these people. Like, if they were tortured and enslaved and, you know, I guess it's an eye for an eye situation, but
Where the fuck have you been?
you know what? I'm in support of them.
Did you do it?
Fuse is lit. In a few minutes, that wall is going to be a lot shorter.
Oh my god.
We'll cover your escape to the jetty. But wherever we land, Anne and I will be taken care of.
Taken care of. How?
You tell him?
You set aside some of the gold. How much?
Fucking around, put him out!
Right. Godspeed, Charles.
Fuck you, Jack.
Are we going to see it from over here? That would make sense. It'd be pretty expensive to do, like, an explosion, like, right next to all those cast members.
I have no idea what the future may hold for me here. But I believe your success is key to it.
There it is! There it is! That's pretty big. That was a big explosion.
What about the other one?
She looked at him. She looked at him. That was the look of, I know you're looking.
From the deference she's shown, I imagine she's next in line.
Flint's like, don't get any ideas, John.
Why?
There is a sympathetic ear out there. We just need to find it.
John's coming in with the big brain plays, as he always does. Will it work, though, is the question. Oh, here we go. These people are going to try and start some shit. Let's watch this go badly. Yep. God, I've had such an up and down relationship with Vane in this show. But it's so satisfying to watch him beat the shit out of people. These idiots, they know who they're dealing with. They've basically got Vane ×2 now. Nice! That was good. Oh, what a bunch of dummies. They thought that this was going to go their way.
There's good reason, it would seem, that you were the only one to whom they refused a pardon. With Lycia, quarterdeck.
How annoyed is he going to be? that open eye. Someone give me a cannon right now and I'll point it at the ship myself. But he still loves her, I suppose.
If they put them to work, how did they all die? Trying to escape?
I don't trust the guy in the back of the cage. Like, why is he still here? I don't know why my instincts are instantly going to not trust the one guy who survived, who's still okay. Hello? What's this now? Good thing you were sleeping up against the side of the fence there, wasn't it?
All of you. To a man, you refuse to be pardoned. Why?
Well, there's a lot of history there.
No one has greater cause to swear England an enemy and desire vengeance against her as we do. Yet I believe, if you were offered the same choice as yours faced, a chance to be made free in the eyes of the law, it would not have been so roundly rejected.
I'm asking you why you think that is.
Answer the question.
Just do it, John.
Your men are filled with anger towards England, as are mine. But my captain wants England to see that anger and make them fear it. And for whatever reason, your mother would prefer your men fear England.
There does seem to be a little bit of that going on.
I think you see our interests are more closely aligned than your mother does.
Allies, allies, come on, John, you can do it. I think he got through a little bit. I think he touched something there.
She was on that deck for a reason. So I'd see her. To provoke me into making a mistake. What matters most is achieving our goal. To exit this bay with the fleet intact. And to move on from this place.
Charles Vane sees past his anger to achieve the greater end.
Who would have thought we'd ever see
that
today? I know. How's this come about? He has grown, has Vane. He has certainly become a lot more reflective. And dare I say, mature? If that's the right word.
And I desire your counsel, despite what anyone may say of you. So let us move forward. Despite what anyone, whether from your world or from mine, may say of you.
Why do I feel like he's going to regret this?
What is it?
There's going to be a regret happening at some point. Oh, they're just ramming, exploding, I assume. That's what the plan is. Yep, this is what we're doing.
Captain, our fleet is underway.
One hell of a distraction, that's for sure. Oh! He's so pissed. But I do believe I fall firmly on Charles Vane's side in this particular situation. You love to see it. You love to see it. I wonder what happens with him now. Is he just, is this it? Is this it? Is he just not going to be involved anymore? Or are they going to find Flint somehow, by some miracle?
I was right. There is conflict amongst them. This seems to be a significantly more promising option than charging into a trap-laden forest. I'm not sure why I needed to say that out loud.
You make a good point, John, but Flint is sort of contemplating not surviving this at the moment.
I told you that I was certain that the pardons would eliminate all resistance in Nassau. And you asked me how I was so certain. It's because I helped build them. I wonder if the civilization of Nassau isn't exactly what I tried to achieve all those years ago. I wonder if the pardons are the victory. And let this be the end of Captain Flint. The weight of her people's welfare on her shoulders. She will not let us leave this place alive.
She is basically a Flint. That is basically her role here. So he knows exactly what he's dealing with. Flint is going through a crisis right now. I do not blame him. He's certainly been through the ringer. John is starting to understand that. Thank God the two of them are just being honest with one another. But it's so refreshing.
Your father aids us from his position in Nassau. He might have lived among these men. He may have fought beside these men. He may have even called some of these men friends. But when it comes to the safety of the people in this place, your father knows.
I was going to say, is it
the
Scott?
final decision is
I was going
mine.
to say that would make the most sense, but I didn't want to sound like a dummy by saying.
Lower your weapons! Now! Look! Follow!
Oh god. Oh. Now they've got 2 dead redcoats to explain. Oh, one's still alive. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably bad. Someone's going to have to finish him off, you know. Oh, Scott. Oh, Scott. Oh, no. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. I was saying that Scott hasn't been as involved this season, but maybe he's about to be. If he survives this, hopefully he does. Oh, God. What a ride. Alright, another episode of Black Sails Down. Interesting. Again, it's a lot of putting people in positions, setting up some stuff. A lot of I don't know if some of these characters know what they're in for, like the new governor trusting Eleanor, because I can completely see Eleanor, you know, her character is that she goes with whatever is best for her survivability and wherever she sees success for herself. And if that means throwing him under the bus, that is absolutely what she's going to do at some point. I'm still like, is she going to, like, there's that thing in my head of, will she, once she has the opportunity to take back the island, will she? That seems like what she would do. Like, to me, it just seems like a case of the best way for her to get back into a position of power is through him. And once she's got that, that's donezo. That partnership is gone. That's where my head is currently at. I don't know. It could go either way, but based upon her previous exploits, that seems the most likely outcome for that. I was happy to see Vane get away in such spectacular style, by the way. Really nicely done. Both in terms of the fiction of it, but also the shooting of it. And it looks really, really good, like the direction, and clearly the budget goes up. It is, you know, there is stuff in the show, especially now, 3 seasons in, that looks like it could be in a movie. It's really, really well done. I was rooting for Vane. I was hoping he got out of there, which is like, I think, you know, I said in the reaction, I've had an up and down relationship with Vane, but towards the end of the 2nd season and going into this, he certainly seems to have turned over a new leaf in many ways, and I'm here for it. I've been enjoying seeing how he has developed, and it's been this kind of subtle growth. It's not been like overt, it's just been building and building and building, and he still has his same core values. They're still there, but he approaches them with much more mature outlook, it seems like, which I'm here for. I'm enjoying watching that, but I do wonder how involved he's going to be going forward now. Like, he's just decided, hey, I'm going to go away with Blackbeard, and that's it. We're just sailing away from here, and we're going to find our own lives. So unless we're going to be cutting towards them, seeing what they're getting up to in the midst of all of this that's going on, I don't know. And there's always the option that they could somehow find Flint and his crew. That's always an option, that they could end up being together somehow, but that would seem miraculous if they did. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just enjoying Vane's development, and hopefully that's not the last we see of him. I don't think it is. Like, that would seem like a slightly anticlimactic way to have him leave the show, just him sailing off in the darkness. But who knows? We'll see. But then we come to our main boys, the crew, Flint, John Silver, Billy, all of them. They're in a bit of a sticky situation, obviously mainly due to the fact that they're captured and they're desperately trying to think of a way to get out of this situation. But I think what's put them in more peril really is the fact that Flint is kind of giving up. He's just like Nassau is being tamed, from what I understand. Like, the pardons are being given out. What is there for me anymore? Do I just resist this, or do I just let it happen and just quietly go away? Basically, he's really just contemplating just giving it all in, and hopefully he gets to be with Mrs. Barlow again. That seems to be where he's at, and that's really what's putting the rest of the crew in peril, because they don't have that Captain Flint mindset of, this is how we get out of this situation. So that's going on. But obviously John Silver is playing his hand. He's like, hey, there's a way we can get out of this. I think it's a smart way where we can ally ourselves with people here, which is what I want. I want them to ally themselves with people here for all of their sakes. I feel like this whole community that they have discovered on this island would be a lot better off with some allies on their team, and who better than Flint and John Silver and co to do that. That's where my mind is at. That's what I want. But at the same time, it's interesting that Flint knows that he's dealing with someone like the head of this group is basically him, someone who is desperate for the welfare of the people around them and will do whatever they have to do to keep as many of them safe and alive and prosperous as possible. So he knows what he's up against in multiple ways, and it's interesting seeing him sort of come up against that. It doesn't feel like we've truly seen him come up against someone who has the same values and the same outlook as him, and his way of dealing with it at current is just like, well, I'm just going to fold now because I know what this person's like. I know what they're going to do, and they have the upper hand. So it's interesting. I think he will find his fighting spirit again at some point. It's just a matter of what's going to spur that on, and I think John Silver's going to be looking for a way to find that. It's interesting. I'm invested again. The story continues to twist and turn and go into new directions. I'm still hopeful that the Flint and Silver Rohan charge into Nassau will happen. That's what I want more than anything. But it was overall another kind of, I don't want to say, I feel like if I say slow episode, it feels like I'm being negative. I'm not being negative. It's not slow in a bad way. It's just, we're having these episodes, these last two episodes have all been about just kind of sitting with people, getting to know their mindsets again, because obviously a lot has happened where their mindsets have changed. What they view as important has changed, and I think it's quite important and well done that we're kind of just sitting with them for a moment for these two episodes at least, just getting to know where they're at properly. Obviously, we've been shown that Flint is spiraling. It started off as anger and rage, and he was just sort of taking that out everywhere he could, and now it's gone into like grief and just a depression and crisis, and it's, you know, interesting to see how that's forming itself. He's obviously still having these visions. We're still not overly sure about who the xenomorph flower demon thing is meant to represent. I'm assuming some form of death. That's my best guess on that. We're seeing John Silver slowly maybe becoming more of the captain-esque role where, you know, he isn't tired like Flint is. If anything, he's the opposite. He's hungry. He's passionate for his crew and finding a way to survive and make them prosperous and all that stuff. So there is a lot of stuff going forward, which is, and it's good to let us, the audience, know exactly where these people's heads are at. Because I think overall that is Black Sails' biggest strength, is that I always feel connected with all these characters. I know where they're at. And when they start making big choices, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I understand why they are doing that. So, and when it's like a massive twist moment where you don't see something coming, it feels even more gratifying, because it's like, that was a big twist. I didn't see it coming, but it makes sense. So these episodes where it slows things down and just lets the characters talk and be themselves for a bit really helps pay off those bigger moments as the show goes on. So, you know, I enjoy those just as much as those big moments. So good stuff. I do have to say though, just on terms of making of the episode, production value, like as I was talking about the ship escape earlier, massive in this episode. For an episode that, you know, is again a slower episode, you know, they really went out on this whole, you know, like set, or I assume they might have built maybe for the sake of this for this TV show, of this encampment on the island. And you know, it's just very impressive. It's compared to season 1, where essentially we were just using the same few sets and just traveling between them, even though it felt real and they looked really good and it helped sell the world that they were living in. But it was essentially the same few sets on Nassau that we were dealing with, and occasionally going off on a boat. Comparing that to where we are now, we're with like a whole village on an island, constant ship battles and all this, you know, it's really impressive to see how ambitious the show is getting. And even in a, like I say, a quieter episode like this, it still puts that on show, and it's, you know, it's good. It's good to see. I like to see progression in that way. But overall, still enjoying the show. Good times. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to escape or join. I'm hoping for allies, team ally. That's where I'm at with the crew of Flint and the ex-slaves. I wish good things for everyone on that island, and I hope they can see the same. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps me know you enjoyed it. It helps it get seen by more people. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this episode. And also consider subscribing so you don't miss any future episodes, get notified, all that good stuff. But other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one.